Aloha and shalom. We're here for the full moon activation. Whew, and I'm feeling it, and the moon is technically almost full. I'm just gonna set you guys up here. But I was really feeling pulled to do it now and not wait until tomorrow. So here we are. Gotta follow the call, right? So full moon means full picture revealed. A lot is being revealed. A lot should have been coming to the light for you in the last couple of days, today, yesterday. And so we're coming to that pinnacle point, right? Full moon activation is all about what is fully being revealed right now. This is the big picture being shown to us of what we've been going through for this entire cycle, right? We still have this whole week to move through, and then of course the final quarter. So it's not the end of the cycle. A lot of people associate the full moon with like the big shebang, and in a way it is, but it's actually not the end of a cycle. Okay, the full moon is the time where we receive the fullness of the picture. Just receive it, just stew in it, just really look and pay attention, so that next week for the final quarter we can integrate everything that we've received, right? So I'm just going to begin to shuffle, so let me know in the comments where in the world you're tuning in from. And I'm tuning in from Sedona, Arizona. Of course, my cat is sitting right behind me, ready for the activation. She heard the call too. So I'm just shuffling while everybody's tuning in. Again, let me know in the comments where in the world are you. And if you missed the recent classes on the Minor Arcanum, they are awesome. And just know that they're not classes, they're really activations, okay? My classes are actual activations, and you receive downloads to actively integrate and actualize the light of the archetype that we're focusing on. It's super powerful. We got Utah in the house. We have Ontario, Canada in the house. So if you're interested in learning more about the Minor Arcanum, Texas in the house. And what I mean by that is, if you're interested in activating those archetypes of the Minor Arcanum within yourself, if you're interested in knowing yourself more deeply, if you're interested in activating and integrating parts of yourself that have maybe been forgotten or misunderstood or shamed or hidden, if you want to activate those parts for the highest good of yourself and all as one, then ask me for my classes. These new classes are awesome. I'm having so much fun with you guys. And feel free to share this video now while we're live if you have family or friends who enjoy this kind of thing, or you have a family member, friend, or know someone who could use an uplifting message right now, could use some guidance right now. Maybe you want to share this with someone who's super powerful and can help activate this message further with us. Or feel free to wait until the end of the video and share this with whomever you'd like. And as usual, it will be loaded to YouTube and Instagram, Rebecca Magic. Sometimes I have technical difficulties on there, so if you don't see it within the hour after this video is complete, then just look for it later on or tomorrow. Gotta open this up a little more. Fun fact, y'all, this tarot blanket, this cloth was given to me by a little baby, by like a year-old little baby girl, about 12 years ago. Pretty awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle the Hebrew cards that work the same way. Let me know in the comments if you can hear me all right. Let me know if you can hear me all right. Give me the green light. Awesome. Okay, oh my gosh, it's so good to see you guys. Okay, great, awesome. You can hear me loud and clear. Yay, thanks for the confirmation. All right, so yeah, just feeling the energy of this illuminating evening. Giving thanks in advance for this message that's about to come through, for this guidance that's going to help us maximize our potential as we receive this light and this grand illumination of all that's been unfolding. We are grateful for the clarity and the foresight so that we can move forward with the most grace and ease at this time in this part of the process, individually and collectively as one. Beginning with the tarot cards. Thank you, thank me, thank we, thank one. Thank you, archetypes, for this message that's about to come through. Beginning with the challenge and gift. Right now. And what's a peek into what's to come, a peek to the other side. I say this all the time, and I'll say it again for those of you who are here for the first time. We can't predict the future, right? Because we're writing the future right now. But in a way, there is a predictable cycle to life, right? And so when we pull this card, it's just giving us a glimpse into that reliable aspect of the cycle that we can expect to step into next. So we're writing the script, yes. We're creating the future right now with our thoughts, words, and actions, with our choices. But it's just telling us a little bit about the next part of the cycle that's inevitably going to come. So we have the challenge and gift, which is also the focus. We have what's to come. And we have something we can let go of to free up our energy to be fully present with this process. And then, as usual, we have an ally of the week. All right, beginning with the challenge and gift. And that's going to be the Six of Pentacles. And Pentacles is the suit of mind to matter, thoughts to things. And six is a lot about karma. It's about where our decisions lead us. And we're about to see, we're seeing right now, under the light of this full moon, the results of our choices so far. What is being dealt to us right now is what is fair. And if we can accept what is being created in our reality right now, if we can accept what is being shown to us in our manifested reality on this material plane as a result of our choices, then we can really get somewhere. Then we can actually be present with our process. So the first step right now is looking at where you might be victimizing yourself, and looking at where you might be sulking and pitying yourself and doing anything other than confirming that, yes, I brought myself to this moment. Yes, I accept responsibility for where I am at. I accept that I am in control here to the degree that we can be in control, right? Because there are laws that rule this place in time and space. But we do have free will within those laws. So we need to be empowered to understand how we are made of this field so that we can navigate it with the highest level of empowerment possible. So it's a time to become empowered amidst whatever karma is manifesting for you in the form of relationships, job, career, projects, whatever it is you are doing, giving your energy to, giving your attention to in this reality. It's time to really accept the amount of control and the true amount of power that you do have within the situation. Okay, and then from there, understand how you can karma correct, how you can do acts of service, do good deeds to move you forward in a way that feels you are guaranteeing your own success. Because when we do acts of goodness, we are guaranteed good karma to follow. And you can find opportunities for acts of goodness or opportunities for virtuous embodiment in any situation. So that's all of us. It doesn't matter that your situation looks different from mine and that you have different relationships and a different career and all that. All those cloaks, those disguises are just masking the same one energy of which we are all a part. None of the outside details matter so much as what is being shown on the inside, those opportunities for virtuous embodiment, for embodying the light, which you already are, and putting it into action, doing something with it in this world. So it's time to accept where we're at, become empowered, do what we need to do to take our power back. See where we're victimizing ourselves or where we are at least not doing our best to remain empowered, and bump it up. Bump it up. And remember that the greatest thing is the simplest thing. The greatest thing we can do to empower ourselves right here, right now, is to do acts of goodness. This is how we correct our karma immediately. This is how we can get out of the funk. This is how we can stop feeling yucky. This is how we can stop feeling stuck at a plateau. So accept where you're at, become empowered with where you are, with what you've got, and do acts of goodness, acts of service. Okay, what energy do we need to leave behind so that we can do this a little better? Oh, we have another 6. We have the 6 of Wands. Okay, so these are very much connected. Let's have a look. In order to accept where we are at, humbly, we need to stop looking ahead, and pause. That's the first part of it. Slow down, take a pause. Don't just keep going, because if you pause and you really look, right, it's perfect for the full moon, you really look at what's being illuminated right now, really look at your situation and decode what's happening behind it. Really look at why and how you found yourself in this place. If you really take that sacred pause, you'll be able to move forward with more sustainable success guaranteed to you. If you don't pause and do that investigation, that self-investigation, you are missing out on opportunities that could otherwise propel you forward in more divine, in more profound ways. Meaning, if you take that pause and you seek out these opportunities, what will happen is you will be offered the chance to succeed in ways that will support not only your highest good, but the highest good of all as one. And this is the kind of success that is far more sustainable, because success for the self isn't true success. Success for the small self alone will not last long. It's impermanent, any which way you look at it. So if you pause now and ask yourself, how have I found myself here? You will see the light of the moon will fill the cracks and will illuminate those areas that you'd otherwise miss if you didn't pause to look. It will illuminate opportunities for you to make the best of your situation right here, right now, in a way that affects you and the larger you, of which we're all a part, for eternity. So just pause. Just pause. And really take in those opportunities to maximize your potential, to increase the sustainability of your success, our collective success. And if that's not appealing to you, make it be appealing to you, because you must know, you must remember that our success versus your success is the key. You must know why it's important to consider the collective success in your endeavors. Otherwise, you're not inspired to do it. You're not inspired to go after it, and you will remain in a selfish place, however unconscious or conscious, doesn't matter. So understand, remember why our collective success is important, because A, when you connect your vision of success to the collective, what happens is the true power of the unlimited source of potential, right? That power of the Most High will fill you, will rush to you, because what you're doing is for us, and life supports life. You've heard the phrase, God helps those who help themselves. So you've got to remember that your success is tied to the success of the collective. This will assist you now, and it will assist you in the long run, beyond the you that's in this body. It will assist the generations to come well after you. And when you do work for them, who is only you, into the future, what happens is you empower yourself right now. It doesn't mean that you're doing it as like some investment for the future alone. You're also instantly filled with a divine power, which, wow, does so much for you, uplifts you. It can remove your depression, your anxiety. It can heal you of all sorts of, all ailments, right? We spoke about this in the class on the Ace of Cups. The elixir of the Holy Grail, right? It's the spirit that fills you. It's the dove coming down into the cup. It's the balm that heals all wounds. So if you work for the one works for you, and the effects are immediate, and you literally reverse the aging process, and you increase your ability to be self-consciously immortal. Okay, it's called self-conscious immortality, aware of your own immortal nature, thus making it activated. And where are we headed? Oh, baby, we had a 6 of 6, and now we have the 7 of the entire deck. Not just any 7, we have the 7 of the major arcanum, the Chariot, aka the Conqueror. We had 6, 6, 7. So we got to switch from this 6, the ego 6 of going forward. Remember what true victory really is. Come back to our present situation, accept the cards that have been dealt to us, apply that awareness of what true victory is, and bump up our karma, start doing those acts of goodness. And this is how we'll truly move forward and rise up. Because remember, there's nothing to conquer, the conqueror, but the lower aspects of self. And that's always what this game is about. Whichever cards we pull, the point is they're all telling one story, right? It's a sequence. The tarot is one whole story, and they're parts to a whole sequence, each of the cards, that are always referring to conquering lower aspects of the self, rising above these challenges, transcending these challenges, and evolving to multiply the light within us and around us, and then returning to the beginning and doing it again, right? 1 through 9, 10, begin again. This is the story of the tarot. A little tip, ancient tarot tip, look at the wheel card, card 10. It shows you everything I just said in that one picture, okay? If you look at the wheel, if you look at the letters, it's literally describing to you that the tarot is a never-ending, rotating, tarot, rota means rotate, story of the law, Torah. It's the same letters, technically T-A-R-O, and then the T is the completion and begin again, just reconfigured. And when you reconfigure those, they literally tell you a story of what the tarot is. If you want a class on that card, let me know. I have an hour to hour and a half long class on that card. It's a video. I can send it to you. Okay, so going back to this, we are ready to transcend our current challenges, and we're being given a map as to how to do that. So see your success. Know that if you've been in a funk, you're gonna break through. Know that if you've been rising up, you have the potential to rise even higher. This is the name of the game. So we're about to experience some breakthroughs. Know it. Feel it in your bones. Call it in. It's already on its way. You just need to know it. And again, we're being given a map to do this. So how can we expect this to happen? It's very practically laid out for us. The 2 6s. We got to slow it down, take a step back, remember what the true definition of success really is as it applies to the spiritual realm, which is where all things are born from. Go back to the roots, slow it down, Then come to this present moment. Allow the light of this full moon to illuminate, because it's all a metaphor. These readings aren't really about the moon, you understand? The moon is but one symbol that's reflecting what's going on behind all things, because as with one, so it is with all. I just want to clarify that, okay? I'm not here to promote or deny moon worshiping. It's not about that, okay? So when I say allow the light of the full moon to illuminate this, understand it's reflecting a process that's going on within ourselves, within the core of our being and all around us. So allow the energy of that, the energy of this part of the cycle that we are experiencing, to illuminate this archetype for us, which means allow that light to illuminate our situation, to reveal to us how we got ourselves here. Pause. How did we get ourselves here? How can I up-level my karma right now? How can I do more acts of goodness? How can I make choices right now in thought that are going to bring into manifestation results of that goodness, that purity, that truth? How can I refine my thinking around my situation right now? And it starts with that victimization, eliminating the victim consciousness. This is the number one key. To the degree that you can accept responsibility and take accountability for your life right now and all the details of it, and what's more is all the choices you're making in response to these circumstances. Okay, let me repeat that. The more you can take accountability for your choices in response to these circumstances, meaning your thoughts, your words, and your actions as a response to what's happening to you, for you, is equal to the degree that you will be able to refine that process and ensure your true and our true success. Time to rise up, yeah. Okay, and the ally is the Nun, and I'm pretty sure we got this last week, and I like to just let it go, so I really couldn't tell you if that is the one last week. It was either last week or the week before, but what matters is right now, this is the letter coming up again, and it's the Hebrew letter Nun, N-U-N, so you can look it up. Remember, it's going to be flipped on the camera, so you can Google it, N-U-N. And it's connected to, I'm pretty sure I remember saying this last week. It's connected to Arcanum 14, Temperance, also known as the Alchemist. The hieroglyphic symbol that's connected to this Hebrew letter is a seed. It's a seed because it's denoting the seeds that we plant for a new beginning. It's speaking to the archetype of the Alchemist or the Temperance, in that it's reminding us that we have the pen in our hands. We're writing the next page or the next chapter of our lives right now. So it's time to, as we apply this to the understanding that we're at this full moon part of the process, full illumination, it's time to apply our illuminations right now, all that's being revealed to us, in the most beneficial way, meaning for the benefit of all as one. So as you move through this process of taking accountability for your responses to your circumstances right now, how can you refine your thoughts and your words and your actions in a way that you plant the seeds for the future you want to see grow? Know that if you respond without awareness to your circumstances, you're giving up your power, you're giving up control to the degree that we even have it, right? We only have so much control in this life because we are a part of a field that we must respect. It's the law, universal law, right? But we have free will within that. So why would you not want to begin to understand that free will, how it operates, and how you can make the most of it? We certainly don't want to give up the small amount of power that we have as humans. Our souls are forever free, but we're here in this realm, right? So we need to learn, understand who we are and the power that we do have in this realm so that we can make the most of it, so that we can respond with conscious awareness, so that we can respond in the way that we choose our thoughts and choose our words and choose our actions to be of benefit to the one. It's like when you make choices in thought, speech, and action that benefit only you, it's like watering the fruits and not the roots. It's like actually nonsensical. We've created this psychosis out of our lack of awareness, right? So we need to water the roots and not the fruits. And that is what is for our greatest good and for the greatest good of the one. So how can we plant new seeds for better karma for us all? By being aware of our situation, taking our power back, eliminating victim consciousness, and making choices in thought, speech, and action that are going to nourish and nurture these positive seeds, these seeds of positivity, so that we can ensure they will grow into something beautiful for all of us. And remember this, if you only think of yourself and even if this is unconscious, like, it's time to take accountability, get real, and bring that into the light and wake up and apply ourselves consciously. Because even if it's unconscious, you can't escape the consequences. So for example, if you are planting seeds that are only going to grow a beautiful flower for you, it's not going to last beyond this lifetime. And this lifetime, even though we think it's so long and we have forever, we don't. It's fleeting. These bodies are temporary. And again, if we do things, think things, say things with the intention of benefiting all, then those thoughts, words, and actions have an eternal effect. And we don't have to wait an eternity to feel it. Again, the results are immediate. You begin to be filled with a light that, again, literally reverses the aging process. And what that feels like is better than you can imagine. What that feels like is, maybe you can imagine it. You've had moments where you've experienced it. There is a formula to ensure that that feeling is anchored in. If you do this all the time, if you work for the one works for you, and that means you fill up your cup, you're filled with light. And the effects of everything you do last forever, yet you feel it immediately. That's what happens when you water the roots and not the fruits. Okay, so it's time to plant seeds with awareness for the future. By eliminating our victim consciousness, taking accountability, taking responsibility, pausing, slowing down, remembering what true victory really is in regard to the spiritual realm, understanding that if we focus on that, water the roots, right? Look at the wands, that's the realm of spirit, fire. If we water the roots and not the fruits, then we can be sure that the karma dealt to us will be dealt to us in a way that we're able to respond with the highest awareness, with the most love in our hearts, with the highest level of empowerment to truly keep rising, keep going, keep transcending the challenges, and really get somewhere in this life. We are not stuck. We will continue to transcend the challenges. We will continue to rise and grow and expand spiritually and psychologically, individually and collectively. But we must eliminate the victim consciousness. We must take control to the degree that we can, and understand that success in the spiritual realm will then reflect in all other dimensions, as in one, so in all. And then, only then, will we manifest karma where we go, wow, I can fully connect my prayers to my manifestations. I am fully empowered in this moment, ready to accept this karma and continue making the best of it, and continue rising above. Higher and higher, infinitely. Woo! Feeling activated? You feeling activated? I hope so. And just know that when we do these activations, the cards, when you put them together, it's like the whole mind, right? And when you shuffle it up, it's like you're touching all the cards, you're waking up all the different aspects of the mind, all the different parts of the one self. And then when you pull certain ones, by law, you're pulling the ones that need to be addressed, thus eliminating all the extraneous stuff and pulling out the main points. it's sort of like doing a spiritual brain surgery where you go in there, pull out the ones that are important, look at it, address it, and it's like you're implanting programs, thought programs, and eliminating other ones. You're redirecting neural pathways and connecting new neural pathways, birthing entirely new bridges within the mind that then by law, as a result, manifests in our reality as a physical bridge, meaning you create that new neural pathway and boom, a bridge in your reality allows you to cross over to a new opportunity. Okay, so new neural pathways manifest as new opportunities for growth in our manifested reality, in this physical realm. So when we do this, it's like NLP, hypnosis, ayahuasca, all those things. But it's simply by using the tools that we have within us. Even these cards are us. They're literally representations of frequencies that exist within us and within all things. They're only personified and given these symbols so that there is a bridge for us to understand them, to be familiar with them, to touch and reach and play with concepts that would otherwise be untouchable, primordial frequencies, ancient, eternal frequencies, right? They would be untouchable. So we give them these little faces and symbols and meanings so that we have a bridge to the concept, so that we can actually do something with it. So that's what true tarot is. That's what real tarot is. If you ever get a reading or you do one yourself, what it really should be is a magical activation where you understand the power of this deck, these cards in your hands, and you connect to them and perceive them in a way that it relates directly to you, that it is you, that there is no separation. And when you can do that, that's real magic. And a lot of people say it's scary, tarot is voodoo, it's witchcraft, it's all these things. And that's because it's seen that way. It's not understood. We fear what we don't understand. And a lot of times people aren't practicing it in this very real, relatable, magical way. It's practiced from opinions and ego and whatever. But when we do it for the one, when we do anything for the one, it sanctifies it, it purifies it, okay? It's consecrates the process. So as long as you're doing it for the one and you understand these cards, these archetypes as reflections of that one that is you, then it's amazing. That's how we want to do it. So with that said, please join me for next week's activation, the final quarter activation. Please ask me about the classes that have been released so far. I have them recorded. They're video classes. So far, we've done an introduction to the elements of the Minor Arcanum and the Ace of Cups, and that was super powerful. So if you need a little heart uplift, if you need a little heart activation, if you want to connect to the water element within you in a very powerful way, if you're going through an emotional journey, or if you want to understand your own heart, the heart of the one, you want to understand the realm of emotions as it relates to relationships with yourself, with others, this activation is for you. Ace of Cups class. Really, doesn't that sound like everyone? It's for everyone. We all need that. So yeah, ask me about it. And if you're interested in the Major Arcanum course, I've got the entire course recorded. It's like over 30 hours of video. Please reach out to me and ask. I am doing one-on-one readings currently, so reach out to me if you want to book, private message me, or email me info@royalpathtarot.com. Or if you're interested in purchasing one of my books, Royal Path 1 and 2, they're amazing activations in and of themselves. One is on the Major Arcanum, one is on the Minor Arcanum. You can read reviews on Amazon. There are, I don't know, a ton of reviews on there. And on that note, if you appreciated this activation or previous activations and it touched you in some way, please share with me in words what your experience has been. You can leave me a review here on Facebook, facebook.com/royalpathtarot. Just click on the star reviews at the top. There's about 60 reviews there. You'll see the number. Or feel free to just email me from your heart the words that you want to share. And again, the email's info@royalpathtarot.com. And if you want to make a donation, I am so appreciative to all of you who donated last week. Thank you so much. I so appreciate you. It helps me out a lot. You can donate to Venmo, Rebecca-Magic, magic with a CK. You can go to paypal.com/RebeccaMagic or DM me for the links. And again, please share these videos, share these activations with people who could really use them. That's the best thing you could possibly do. All right, y'all, I'll see you soon for further activations. Shalom.